Hey all, this is Talamir with another video. In this one we are looking at a Samsung. This is a Samsung Galaxy Note 9. It's about all I know about it. It won't turn on. I've actually looked at this one before and I was playing around with it and I threw it in a drawer because it wouldn't accept a charge. I'll show you it right now. As you can see, it's plugged in, but it's not taking anything. So I threw it in a drawer before and I just kind of ignored it. I had taken it out. I had opened it again earlier to see why that was happening, and I thought, well, maybe there's something wrong with the port. Maybe the port's broken. And I was looking through, playing around, and I found that the voltage, I mean, there was no pins broken. The charge port is immaculate. And so I didn't know what else to do with it. I thought, well, maybe it's a parts phone. So I have, as I said, opened this before, so if nothing else, you guys can see inside where exactly you would not want to put, or if there is any places at all to worry about. As you can see, there isn't much for ribbons to be worried about. So this would be a pretty straightforward phone to open with just a heat gun and a plastic card like this to go around the edges with. Nevertheless, we're going to take these screws out, and I have a theory that what I thought may have been a deeper issue than I actually think it is may simply be that maybe it's just the battery is the issue. Maybe the battery is completely flat. Maybe the battery is completely flat and it just needs a bit of a charge to get it going. Because after all, a lithium-ion battery that I believe if it's below, what is it? If it's below like 3.6 volts, I think, is what it is, it won't allow itself to be charged. And on that occasion, we're going to need to give it a boost. So let's get this open. Okay, and this little guy here, you can just take a spudger and lift it up. I usually just use my nails, to be honest. That one's pretty easy to get out, but there it is. Put it somewhere safe where you won't lose it. Now this one can be sometimes a little hard to get out, but it came out pretty easy. All right, never mind. So let's just disconnect that battery. I think we're going to have to take it out completely so we can figure out what's going on and get onto the inside. So let's just put a couple of drops of alcohol in and we'll go from there. So to give this creature a charge, it's this and this, these two here. So let's find out how much voltage is in this. 1.3 volts. That is super low. Yeah, I can see that a bit better. There you go. 1.3 volts. So I got this giant variable power supply. It's quite the beast. It's actually more than I really need. I have the parts for one. This was gifted to me, but I do have the parts over here. Maybe at some given point in time, maybe I'll put it together because this thing's huge. We're gonna put it at 2 amps. There we go. Hopefully that is... I'm honestly still am exploring how to fully use this charger, this variable power supply. So I might be completely wrong what this is doing. Maybe it's only displaying. Maybe it's like strictly just displaying the fact that it's gonna only show 2 amps, but in all reality it's actually taking a lot more. I don't know. I actually do not know, which is a little bit scary for me, to be honest. Before I start charging, I gotta double check my which one's positive and which one's negative, because I have forgotten. Of course. Looks like this is negative on this side. And that's positive. Positive is on the left. Alright, let's start injecting voltage. Look at that. You see it climbing? Now I just need enough voltage in there for the battery to be recognized by the charge circuit. At this point, theoretically, it should be fine, but a lot of times I find when I do this, it says that it's gotten up to a certain voltage when it really has not. So if I take these up here and I check with my voltmeter, so we're looking at even less volt. I must be doing something wrong. Am I doing something wrong? It was giving me 1.3 volts before. It's giving me nothing now. The battery isn't bloated or anything. What's going on? I'm just going to have to try it again and just see. I usually like to start at 100 milliamps, but I found it's just the display limiter just, it doesn't seem to do what I want it to do. Let's just try it again, because maybe I'm just messing up. Okay, that's theoretically at 4 volts. Let's close it up and see if this takes a charge. Still nothing. So it's possible maybe the battery is shot, or, oh, here's another option. Just disconnect this. Now, when this is disconnected, to my knowledge, most phones will do something, anything, and it's doing nothing. Most phones will at least shoot up to maybe like 10 milliamps, maybe even 0.7, 0.5 on there, 5 milliamps, anything. It's giving me nothing at all. So there's obviously some sort of issue with this phone, and it's beyond just the battery, unfortunately. So that's that. I can't, it's going to require some actual examination of the board itself. Something is definitely preventing it from taking a charge. And I did notice every once in a while it does shoot up to like 2 milliamps occasionally. So I wonder what that might mean. So that's about all we've got for this today. I mean, if nothing else, I mean, it's got enough charge, right, to at least turn on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nothing. Dead as a doornail. So that's it for now. I'm going to put it back together. If you guys have any ideas what this may actually be, please leave a comment and let me know. And I will give it a gander and see what I can do. I do have the equipment to do micro soldering. I do occasionally do charge port replacements and other stuff. Some basic micro soldering, such as changing out maybe an SMD capacitor. So if there is a chip that I can take out and put a new one in, maybe it's as simple as that, I'd appreciate to know. This has been Talamer. Thank you guys all for watching. If you liked the video, please do leave a like, and if you want to see more of my stuff, subscribe. I'll see you guys all in another video. Bye!